It is absolutely pouring down outside, so I've brought you into our garage gym and converted it into a nice little tiny studio, because I was racking my brains going, do I go outside despite the rain and risk the camera or myself? I might get really poorly, I don't want to do that. So I thought, no, just for a moment, let's just take a pause and not go on a little adventure. So sorry about that. But welcome to our little garage gym. I was thinking about alternatives, and I thought about primary school, and I thought, I told Laura about it. She said, please do not call it this. But when we were in primary school, when it was pouring down outside and you had to go inside at break time instead, we called it wet play. Does anyone else call it that? It sounds weird as an adult saying that now. Maybe we won't call it that. So because I was thinking about that, like alternatives, and that came to my mind, I started thinking about like something that influenced me as a youngster. It was Jurassic Park. That was a huge one. So I wrote about it the other day in my little journal, my little peacock journal, and what an indelible mark that movie left on 9-year-old me. And what it was is I couldn't wait to get back to school after the summer break to find out which of my mates had watched Jurassic Park. And that wait is so long, like we don't understand it these days because we're always talking to one another. But that like prolonged silence between friends was huge. So when I finally got back to primary school, I found out who had watched Jurassic Park. I decided to play a game. I said, we've got to play Jurassic Park. And all my mates are like, what do you mean we've got to play Jurassic Park? What does that mean? Well, I was going to cast it. So I was always Timmy. I would get someone else to play another role, maybe one that they wanted to play. I'd cast it. I'd plan out the path, because we had this adventure playground thing. You was like going through the woodlands, and it had these wooden obstacles and things to jump from and jump over and hide behind, and so the game would always take place there. But I would cast it, I would plan out the path through that little adventure playground bit. I would also bring in the Jeopardy, whatever Jeopardy was in the movie that was interesting that we could remember, or maybe Jeopardy that I was like, oh, what if we did this? That would be exciting, wouldn't it? And the thrill of it always for us was that the dinosaurs were never there, but we imagined that they were there. That was the biggest thing that Spielberg had done and made a massive impact for me, because he teased the dinosaurs in the poster, he teased it in the narrative, he teased it with the characters. The indelible mark that I really want to say to you is that my drive as a director now is I would love to be able to create a movie one day when some kid goes to the cinema and watches that and says, let's go and play whatever that title is. That would be absolutely phenomenal for me. So I guess what this is right now is a love letter to Steven Spielberg. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll call it, is a love letter to Steven Spielberg. So, as with every episode, I always want to leave with a little quote from a movie. And it's Ian Malcolm's one of my favourite characters, and I always loved the line, boy, do I hate being right all the time. And the other quote, and it has Ellie Sattler, Dr. Ellie Sattler has the punchline to this, is where Dr. Ian Malcolm is musing upon the chaos of everything within the planet Earth. And he says, God creates dinosaurs, God kills dinosaurs. Future Baz here, you got that quote wrong, so let's adjust that very, very quickly. Can't let that one slide. God creates dinosaurs. God destroys dinosaurs. God creates man. Man destroys God. Man creates dinosaurs. Dinosaur eat man. Woman inherit the earth. And so that's it. It's like a little love letter to Steven Spielberg. I can't wait to do that for real on a grander scheme one day.